Okay, and now next point on this day today is a company and a presentation who got a lot of people was interested in it in Agrotechnica in 2017 and the same in UDT this year about system monitoring and analyze the farm's daily work, production, periodic revenue, cost, etc., etc. So I think we'd like to say welcome to Klaus-Herbert Rolf from 365 Farmer. Welcome. Welcome. Have you been in Sweden before?
One time.
One time.
1994.
Okay.
I was in Tumba by De La Valle.
Okay. So what do you know about agriculture in Sweden?
Less.
Less.
Okay. The most biggest impact was for me when I read something about that you use 10% of antibiotica in Sweden than the average in Europe. That was very. The source is a Swedish source, but I trust them.
Yeah. We're really proud of that.
Yes.
So the scene is yours.
Thank you. Yeah. When I started to present or to prepare my presentation, I have first a question: what is different between Sweden and Germany at the moment in the software business? And when I saw here this publishing in 2018 and in Sweden, and then what we do in Germany today, I say from the meaning, from the targets, we are nearly on the same level. Different points between, but I think digitalization is not so far in all farms than we thought. And when I say that is my point of my presentation today, and I will outline digital developing and the further trends. And one of my main points is passion to farming. And I will show up later why it is so important. Then is one point, what is digital and what can we do in digital in the farm, in agriculture? And then management farm data by software-based services, and then some final remarks. But first, something about me, why I'm here. I hope so, that I can tell you something about the digital developing in Germany and in Europe. I was born in 1959. Make my bachelor in Paderborn Soest, this is the agriculture university. And after that, I finished on Friday and started on Thursday in a company called Klöpper & Wiege. It was a small company, I was the 5th employee. Today I know it was a startup, in this time we didn't know. And in 1991 I get partner. And in 1997, Klaus bought Klöpper & Wiege to starting their own ag business in software. We built up Agrocom. In 2008, we renamed Agrocom into Klaus AgroSystems. And in this time, we started also to think about what has happened in the future. It was a time when this guy started to develop this technical, first my secretary said Tamagotchi for adults, but I think we are in the next level. And please excuse me for this back picture. We tried to get a good one from him. Apple said $500 to use. We said, no, we can work with this. Yes, that was a mobile game changer. And here is some of our customers of 2023. this young lady, this image is, or this video is from, I think, 2010. She works first with her iPad, and then mommy gave her a magazine, and for this young lady, this looks like a broken iPad. But she is a good customer. It is a good customer. Then you will see, she looked first, is it the problem on my side? Yeah? And she tests now the finger. No, the finger is well working. It must be on the... So, it is not for joking. It shows us something our customer will change. This is, here's my age. Volker is a farmer with a passion for agriculture. And we come later back to passion, where we need passion and experience and domain knowledge. But he has a daughter, he has a son, and they will test this. And when it didn't work in this way, it is broken for this generation. So we must thinking about agriculture, software in a new generation. And someone of you will ask, why Klaus started with a company in this business? This is the reason. The technical challenge is, for the future, the limitation. We cannot go bigger and bigger and brighter and wider, whatever. There are limits, and we must think about it. And the next point, the social challenge. This is Lily. And Lily wanted to know what has happened with the cow who gives us milk. Lily will know what is about the sausage, what is about the bread. Be honest, not Lily. The helicopter mama. She wanted to know. The mom behind, the daddy behind. They wanted to know. And Mr. Manske, he has to do this job. He must deliver this data. Yeah? And that was the reason that we 2013 started with FarmNet as a platform system for the whole farm. Not crops here, cows there, so in once. And on the next step we will do also the pigs later in, but that is step by step. And what we decided also is we cannot do all alone. We need strong partnerships. And 365 stands for every day of the year. And with now in this year we are growth to more than 100 employees in Berlin, and we are working for this target. We wanted to support him. We wanted to support him by plant production, automatic documentation, fields, and so on. The whole story of the farm manager. So that is all in one, and he has all the information on hand. What I said, one of the biggest advantage of the system is to work with all these partners. For example, when we think about weather, apps for agri, spray weather, there is a lot of knowledge necessary to work with this. And so we said it is not necessary to develop a wheel second time. When there is a wheel, we use it. And then we do here. And the same as when we use here, for example, the German ESIP. It is a Septoria forecast system developed by German farm associations and Landwirtschaftskammern. And so we integrate it. That is ready. That is running on a platform, we can use it, we send the data, and the best of it for the farmer is he must not fill in some special for this tool. We send it out of the system what he must do of every day. Or when we're thinking about Java, we work together with Java on this part that we used data, send the data, and that's the point that the farmer is the who is pushing the button which data go out and come in. And we learned something in 2013, 2014. We have some ideas how the business is running, and we wanted to change the internet business. But also we as 365 and our mother must understand that the rules of this business is not built up in Berlin or Hasewinkel. It is built up in overseas by the guys from Google and Co. So we do that what everybody does. When you wanted to think about your own mobile phone, you get the first version app first for free, and all add-ons you must pay for. And this is the same way what we do. We said yes, the master data management is integrated. The complete documentation functions is in farm-specific weather, basic weather is there, and herd management is also. And it is also on your mobile, and that is important. But up to this standard functions, we said that there are something is what the farmer must pay, and it is up to him what he put into his portfolio and future and functions. This chart I had put in to explain a little bit where we are. Yes, I was just thinking about to delete it when I followed your presentation. I think we was a little bit optimistic here, but I think for understanding what is the developing. It's called the Gartner hype cycle, and we make it for agriculture. What we can say today, auto steering is standard. Yield monitoring on combines at a special class is standard. Milking robots, when you invest new and your farm has the special and necessary size, is it standard. Soil sampling is, from my opinion, is a standard. And the cloud technology is standard. If not, this didn't work. So we can say that's okay. ISOBUS, for example, and I'm also in the member of the IOF, I will say, okay, you can put it on this way or on this way. That's up to you and your experience with the system of ISOBUS. Ag platforms, and that is what we speak about now. I think we are here. Yeah, we were here. 2013, 2015 was here. We are the friends of everybody, but after that is going down, and this is a normal. Drones are in the moment here. Everybody is speaking about drones, and the European Commission founded every idea about drones. You can get money more than you can use. Traceability, I'm not sure. Nearly we understand now that cereals are bulk material. So we can put it together, and then we have the problem to follow up. I think it is more necessary to explain that we make a good work on the farm and say, I make all that what I do, what you show, we make the best for fertilizing, we make the best for chemicals, and so on and so on. But we will not say we can decide it, this corn is produced under this condition. So we must thinking about this in another way. Big data, the hype is going down in the moment. I think, yes, big data is necessary for the future, but we must find the smart data. Yeah? And that is coming up. Big data is a big storage of data. When I have no understanding about this, and we came later to this, the data alone didn't help me. Farm IoT is an upcoming system in the moment. Everybody think about it is the darling of the European Commission, we can say, special DG Connect. M2M is really working hard by the companies, John Deere, Echo, Class, everybody is working on it. But the next problem is by machine-to-machine communication, we must find where we have a benefit. The value must be there. And then I wanted to bring you back to the earth, not you. The farmer bring us here. This 4 points, is that what is stable? When you said we make an research by our customers, by our interessents, and say 80% must say, we must get an answer or get more than 80%. And then we have these 4 points. The farmers wanted to get automatic documentation. They wanted to work with mobile devices as a data entry and also as an information system. Yeah? Cross-compliance. And when we make some figures, please make a picture. That's what farmers said to us. All other things are second level. Yeah? It is all what we are discussed in the last 30 years is right. But when we're thinking about traceability and something like this, we need 100% of farmers on the digital world, not only 5%. Then when I have only 5% who make digital documentation, then the rest is a little bit different, and it could be a risk. So we must find a way to bring every farmer into the system, and then we can discuss the next steps. I will show some, I will show some examples that you can find also by maybe other comparators of our company, but I make it very easy that I use my own system to explain. This is one system. We said we have an inbox. All information came from different machines, from different systems in, and often, or a lot of things and information can come in, and it is easy to say it is clear to booking. For example, when you have a mower makes only mowing, nothing else. I have a tractor, I have the driver, I have the mower, I have the field. That's it. And the date. There's nothing to correct. Booking. Not big looking, only say yes. Next one. And when you think about this way, you can save between 60 and 70% of your data entry when we make it clever. Yeah? The clever system is, of course, the isobus machine. Yeah? And the isobus machine is a very, very intelligent machine. He can read, he can write. But when he came to your farm, or on Swedish or German farms, there are 20 machines who are not so intelligent. Be honest. Digital analphabets. And at school, we did earlier times said, he is intelligent, we don't speak to him. And this machine does the same, they don't talk to him. So we must find a solution to bring this older machine, this analog, digital analphabets into the system. Not high level. Yeah? This box is 100 euro, 120 euro. And say, we said here, you are a mower. We put it to a mower, And this thing, say next 4 years, I'm a mower. And this system understands him. And this system is very clever. He knows that we are on this plot. So we have the plot. They know that I'm the owner of the system, also rod, mower, plot, and the machine. That's it. Not rocket science, but it works. And so we bring one machine after one machine into the system. And then we can have a documentation automatically to bring it together, and that's what the farmer likes. Telemetry, that is the next level. That can I do with combines, with big tractors, that is on board. You have it by classes called telematics, John Deere, my John Deere. Every big company has something, Vario Doc from Fendt, whatever you think. The most important is that smartphones and that I can check my status of the machine with a smartphone. Yeah? That I can make navigation with the system. And it must be simple and easy, and it must be working anywhere. Of course, you know from the magazines and newspapers, Germany is not completely digital. The system works without internet, make storage the data, and later load it up or down. Yeah? Most important is that I integrate the system together in once, that I must not have a break and say, okay, now I have the information here and I have some information there, and the rest I put it on paper. That is not what we are thinking that will work. Most important is that we are lost no information. That is the most important thing, just under the aspect that I must make my cross-compliance safe against controlling. Yeah? And the documentation direct by my job is a big advantage. My nephew said on the last track I put it into the system, and when I go out, for example, I have to do the headland, he said, okay, 50 minutes, put it in, ready, finished. Yeah? Then you can do it at the job also, fill in the data what you need. And with this box, we can also add it to older machine, what I mentioned. That is no discussion about the age or the manufacturer. We have just running a action with an old Porsche tractor from 30 years old, and we said also this Porsche can work with digital. Of course, you get a box, and we said you are Porsche, and then we can work with you. The same in the model cattle. When you work in a farm like this with a roundel, then you get more information than you can read it. My experience is when the farmer read all information about this, what this system deliver on the morning milking, he came too late in the evening. Yeah. So we must thinking about the import data, that we can data transmission from the herd management, Viva connected system here in this type with a DP connected. This is in Westphalia GEA system. Westphalia was earlier. And but what our farmer asked for, to have all these systems in her smartphone, and that is the most important tool today. For example, my nephew say I started in March with booking on the system, and I come back to the computer really in October 1st. Yeah, that's the way the guys did it. And when you look to your employees when they are younger, They have every time this in the hand, and you can like it, you can say I don't like it. It is, yeah, it's the standard. My time is?
You have 10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay. Included discussion?
No.
Okay. Manage the herd and have animal information in the hand is the same documentation. This is a farm from a lady with 300 cows nearly Paderborn, and she got an interesting way. She started with 365, and last September they bought their electronic milking system. They came completely from the other way and said, I have now the data, and now I know something, and I know now that I must get more data. And that is an interesting part. It is a little bit matched to your presentation, that we must build up more information about my farm, that I can use newer technology than what you mentioned in the presentation from Robert. There was a discussion about which is the basic. From which basic data we go, that what you said, there is no standard about yield mapping system and so on. And I think that in a lot of farms we have information, we have a lot of experience, but we have no really basement of data where we can build up our next steps. And that's what we are thinking from our side, that we must deliver the farmer the basics first step, and then we came to the next setup. Yeah? And I have no experience what has happened in Sweden, but I can say for Germany, for Poland and for France, that the documentation, what the farmer did, must be very good documented, that there is no stress, no problems with the authority, yeah, in this way. And therefore we said uncomplicated proof of your actions, and that is one of the biggest points. And for 10 to 20, 25% of the farmers, the biggest reason to invest in this technology. The same is the complete documentation about fertilizing, chemicals and so on. Is that what the farmers wanted to deliver, first to get from our company and then to deliver? When we discussed about some visualization, then a lot of things are coming down to our transport logistic, or what we do in yield mapping systems and so on. And to have a documentation complete for the complete harvest is one of the biggest point what is an add-on what by farmers are buy in. The same is what we call crop view. The European Commission gave the data from the satellites. The Sentinel data are for free. The only problem is, well, what you must do is you must transfer this in understanding data, and that we do together with class group. And the point is, we have now every 6 days new data, and this every 6 days can we bring from here to an application map with all the problems what mentioned, but we have a first step. And it is from the first step on a lower invest and we said this is also a bridge technology to bring farmer on the next level of precision farming. I think we must do something in the first steps, or I can see here something what I can then look in details with a drone, for example. But I cannot fly every 6 days with a drone over my farm, myself or my supplier. So our opinion is that we go with this way, first step in, and when we show it first time 2017 on the Agritechnica, we make a small box, and this box had on the outside normal picture of a field of wheat, and that is what you normally see when you stand in front. You see the photo, or when you stand on your own, you see 10, 15, 20 meters, you can see something, that's it. When you go a step ahead, look into the box, you have a screen like this, and you see the details, and that is what we call change your perspective. And this feature, I think, is a big advantage for farmers who are standing on the first level of digital world. We cannot start here, so he must go step by step, and this is in this point, our technique. Yes, reduce, optimize the input of sensors, is that what we said? I'm not clear about that, what I must mention now here, but I stand for this. But also I understand that we must thinking about some steps into the machinery. What is about the setup? What you explained was there is a positioning where you can change the time and something like this, and you can change the setup.
I could show you some other slides.
Okay, it may be, but
because
if
next time I just
no, it's okay. We discuss later. But from my side, setting must be, when it is not possible today, then we must work on it. That is, it's okay. But the first is the understanding of the principle, and I can follow that what you said. And when I think about our seeder today, we make a turnaround. The seeder is possible to say yet starting the seed, and on the other side he say, okay, we must drive 5 meters more to stop then. So we have the technology. We must do we must only think about how to integrate it in the system. The herd data, the farmer wanted to get free time. And this is something about field optimization, that is what you said. Also, this is from my brother's farm. And we stand some weeks ago here in front, and we said, who decided that we make it in this direction and in this direction? And then we said, yeah, maybe the grandpa of our grandpa must decide it. And we asked us, is it right today? And this was a result by calculation by the system, by 50 meters as a slurry tank, for example, that would be the best, 7% less working time and driving time. And all application on all platforms, that is what we are working for, and I think that must be the future. That's our new partner for 2017-2018, so that you get a little bit feeling, not all 35, so that's what here in the moment. That is our idea and our dream. But for the conclusion, I come back. Big data is not our shortest. We must do something. In Germany we said digital infrastructure is one of the most important, and this is a second what is important, makes a qualification. Yeah? And to understand the data, to work on this data. And some example, when I discussed with my developer, and they have just bring in the complete combines, in end of June they are very happy. Oh, we have 100 combines in the system now. In June is very nice. 2,000 systems inside. August, 2,500 combines. And early of September, complete sadness. No machines. We call it in the agriculture business, end of harvest. And that's what I mean. We must understand a little bit about the domain. And for the domain is the challenge for the future, bring more intelligence to a square meter, bring more intelligence per liter of milk, then we are on the right way. But we must understand the business. And therefore you need a young team, and we like it every year to the show, have a young team that's all agriculture students. They have come all from a farm, and that is discussion on level. And these ladies and boys are also said to other, no, my daddy do it in this way. And that is an experience what you cannot train. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. The problem in Sweden is that we have a lot of old farmers, and but it's really interesting that you try to get a digitalizing system who works for a lot of people. So now we have, I think we have some questions about this system. There's a, yes?
Mikrofonen här, please.
Som jag ser det så finns det ju ett antal plattformar. Du nämnde själv.
As a platform, I understood.
Well, there are several platforms like 365 FarmNet. You mentioned John Deere system. There is a system from CNH and several other manufacturers, and some are also trying to at least look as business independent. I saw a lot, perhaps 10 of these different types of platforms for feed operations and for milking on Eurotier and on the Danish exhibition. I'm feeling a bit confused. Can I exchange data between these platforms? Must I choose one of them in the future, or how will this work? Have you any vision for that?
Yeah, I have a vision, and we will. Our platform is near to a farm management system, FMS system. John Deere, Class, Echo, they are working on a platform on a machine side. De Laval, GEA and other work on a platform on the machine side thinking. And we are in the moment a partnership together with other industry partners by the European Commission, which is running a call, or the call is closed. And IF at Leader had bring in every consortium who is asking for this founding, that we are working on a platform interface or standard interface to every platform on the machine side. Yes, when you're thinking about 365 or comparators, you must decide it. You will not make 3 or 4 different yield register or herd manager. But on the platform, on the machine side, there you have a lot of different colors, and that is good. You have, for example, a Federstadt, also like a sprayer by Amazon and other things. So we need these different platforms. Then these platforms are not only built up for the farmers' requirements, and it's also built up for the requirements of the companies to make machine better, to maintain, and so on and so on. They're coming up a lot of services That's okay. And in the FMIS system level, there where we are, there we said this data belong to the farmer. And the farmer decided in which direction. When you said, for example, I wanted to work, we had the example of ESIP. Yeah? ESIP need information about seeding data, which type of wheat you have, and what is your target, and where is the positioning, also where's the plot. This information you send it, and you agree. Then you push the button and say, I want it to work together. And that is the way how to work. Yeah?
Question? One more short question.
Short answers.
Yes.
Well, I'm a farmer. How much can I get of this today? 365 format. You have 5 languages. Can I join it today?
You can go it in. You can go for free in English.
And
Also here.
yeah.
You can get Polish, English, German, French, and Bulgaria.
That sounds
I explained Bulgaria.
Yeah.
Bulgaria was a test case to work with Cyrillic. But when we wanted to make complete services like in Germany or in France or in Poland, then we need, and that is most important, we need the local heroes. Yeah? My weather competence from Germany is nothing here. Or when I have some seeding experience in Germany, I cannot say that it's helped me here under the Swedish constellation. And therefore we go into the market with our basic product, and then we look for the local heroes and say, okay, with these guys together we can, for example, when we come for milking systems, I think Delaval will be a little bit better here, for example. Yeah?
Okay, thanks a lot. You didn't have any Klaus tractor, you had an Oliver.
Oh yes.
Thanks a lot, and thanks a lot.